Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
Uh-oh. So now we're fighting against? It's got to be von Berkhoff's men that are coming, right? Did they say who it was?
Kill them to the
Defeat the rebels. Well, let's get in here. Rebels! Rebel scum! Oh, wrong guy! That's gonna be on me. Okay.
You're ow, my head! You bastard! Take that! Scum! You sweetie!
Got him! Get up here and fight!
You'll pay for that! Nearly knocked his block off! Kill them all! You for that! Show what you're made of! Kill them all!
Oh, that hurt! That one hurt! Oh, why am I swinging? Okay, so right now, there's some weird shit going on.
Too long.
Great job, guys, watching my back over there. Come on, shithead.
Shifting blood, you wretch!
Scream!
Here's the last one! Slice him up! You got it!
We've done it. Look at us.
Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Let's go.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
Looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Berghoff's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late.
I don't want to fuck the captives. That's not what I'm here for. Look at us. Look at me. They didn't even make me take my helmet
I hope
off.
Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you, well, we'll see about you.
What did it do? Take us back in time? Istvan Toth.
You! Toth! You swine! You're lucky I can't get to you, you treacherous cunt!
Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are?
Where's my sword?
Who is this? Madman! Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond?
What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch?
Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Shishka, you want it at the gate?
So this is just before.
Shit, I'm not done with you yet.
This is right as we showed up. This was what was happening. Why don't they take the helmets off in conversations is all I'm saying. Why is that not an option? Now you're done for. What do you want here? Wait, what do you want here? No, I think now you're done for. By the way, authorities, good to see you. How are you, Bleeding? What up, though? And Maratz, how are you today? Good to see you, buddy. How's it going? I'm enjoying all your guys' dialogue with in the cutscenes here. Now you're done for.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog. You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Sir Yaramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zizka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed.
Otto von
While
Burgau.
these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zizka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zizka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
Don't believe him. He's a bandit. It's a good thing you owned up. Where's my sword? That's what I really want. Where's my frickin' sword, bro? Let's go this side. Sorry. Don't mean to make everybody dizzy. I feel like we definitely need to convince this dude that he's not, but he's not really a bandit though, is he? I mean, kind of, but not really. Where's my sword?
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, your father did a good job on it, though.
Good scene.
Beautiful work. His last.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has a chance of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Your plans failed again. How are you going to get out of here?
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Burgov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zizka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zizka know coin is more important than revenge.
It's true.
Can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings.
That is very true.
Seeing what happened, I don't think Zizka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until a messenger brings a ransom from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Full-blown cutscene now.
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. He's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
When did you start recruiting Radzig's people, Eric?
Eric was there.
Lost your tongue?
I think he was looking for this.
You swine!
Ugh. You better hope your father pays a nice fat ransom.
Rot in hell! Ugh.
Just about to do some gutting.
There's no time for it.
Our sword!
There's always time for this.
The sword!
No, we've got to flee now.
Eric actually helped him torture us in the first game when we were captured.
There'll be time when we meet again.
When we first found out that he was in possession of Dad's sword.
What was that?
Fuck it.
Wow. I didn't even think twice about Eric being that guy. That guy. That was a little flashback from the first game that they sprinkled in there for anybody that doesn't know.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Gentlemen.
Get us out of here quick!
Godwin. You know, I thought I'd be carrying your bodies home. Can you even deliver a letter?
Well, chase them down. Don't just let them ride off into the sunset.
We'll get those fuckers.
Man, I never even put two and two together that was the Eric from the first game.
You were right.
All you had to do was trust us.
Trust you when you came at me with von Bergov's army. Sorry, but my eye doesn't see it that way.
Maybe we wouldn't have come at anyone with an army if they hadn't tried to kill us earlier and weren't cozying up with that bastard Istvan.
There might be some truth in that. We got off on the wrong foot, all right. But it seems we have a lot to say to each other.
Too right. I have to admit I'm getting a bit lost in all this mess.
You're not the only one.
Well, let's start with you, Captain. You know all of us, but we don't know you from Adam.
I am Jan of Trotznov, also known as Zizka. These days in the service of Jan Sokol of Lamberg and Margrave Prokop of Luxembourg.
Prokop? Jobst of Luxembourg's brother? What a coincidence. We're here at Jobst's instigation.
Well, Sir Hans, the problem is Prokop is at this very moment in Sigismund's jail in Pressburg on account of Jobst's treachery, which doesn't exactly make us allies.
Jobst is on our side. We know what Jobst is like.
We know what Jobst is like, and I don't trust him one bit. But we came here to try to get von Bergov and the League of Lords to parley and end this war. We're on the same side.
You're right, and it's a good thing you don't trust that snake.
Bingo.
I've been double-crossed by him so many times that I won't make the mistake of trusting him again.
I'm glad we've cleared that up. And now, I'd like to know how you two got from delivering a message to riding with von Berghaus men.
That's a long story. We had a common enemy. Von Bergov dragged us into it. Nope.
How? We had a common enemy. That's how. As soon as we arrived, we were attacked by Zizka here and his men. They murdered our company, took our message, and on top of that, they had Istvan with them.
And Istvan was actually working for von Bergov all this time.
Where did you pick up that bastard, Zizka?
When I came here, I was putting together a band and he turned up, along with Eric and a couple of others.
You recruited him? Just like that?
Lord Capon, when you do what I do, you don't get to choose from the best, but the worst. And he was good at our trade. So good, I didn't notice he was setting me up.
What's your task? Is this Zizka is how you pronounce it? Zizka? I'm going to get to say all of these, I hope, right? How did you hear about the ravine? Yeah, I want to know that. How did he know about the ravine and that we were going to be coming that way? It had to have been from the fucking, the little turd that just left, right? The guy with the stupid hat, as Boogie would like to say it. Istvan Toth. What are you doing here, Godwin? And how did Samin come to join you? Let's go with this one. I want to hear about this.
How did you manage to set that trap in the ravine so
Confirmation.
quickly? We only heard about the sortie the evening before.
I have my sources.
Come on.
That's what I want to know.
I think you can trust us after all that's happened, can't you?
I'll give you a piece of advice, Lord Capon. Don't trust anyone.
So it either had to be. I don't think it was Toth. You know who I think it was is the Chamberlain. I think it was probably the Chamberlain. Hence the reason the Chamberlain was so keen to mouth off to us once we entered the ravine. What's your task, Zizka?
If you're in Sokol's service, as you said, what exactly is it you're doing for him?
Waging war, as you've no doubt noticed.
There's a fine line between waging war and marauding.
As a man of your experiences must know, war takes many forms. And since King Wenceslas and Prokop are imprisoned and the Czech noblemen are useless, we're doing the best we can alongside Sokol. We're making life difficult for the traitors who are in league with Sigismund. And Otto von Bergov is traitor-in-chief.
Marat says, in all fairness, Boogie's right. It is a stupid hat. Why did you attack us? Did you want to kill von Berghoff? What are you doing? Let's go with this one.
Did you want to kill von Bergov?
Of course. And as you know, we almost succeeded. But just making his life hell was enough. Making sure he lost as much coin and manpower as possible so he couldn't help Sigismund. And we hit him where it hurt, believe me.
So you were doing the same as Toth was doing in Sasau, in Sigismund's service? Or maybe even von Bergov's?
I suppose so. I also understood from what he said that he'd been harassing the enemy a bit too, but he didn't say who that was. Now it's clear why.
Harassing a bit? No offense, but you're a dabbler compared to him.
Yeah.
Istvan took Talmberg Castle. He assembled a huge force and almost seized control of the entire Sasau region. The whole region had to band together to put an end to his mischief.
And did you?
I should say so.
You see then, this whole region also banded together against me. And did they stop me? And who did you say the dabbler was?
Well, I mean, he had a giant fucking army too, by the way. Let me also switch sides. Sorry, guys. Why did Istvan join up with you?
Why do you think Istvan joined you when he's on Sigismund's side?
That's a good question. Either he just needed coin and joined the first band he came across, and when he found out who I was, he secretly did an about-face and planned to double-cross us. Or he was already Sigismund's spy when he joined us. Anything's possible.
So you have no more answers than I had. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. Man, it's so crazy going from something like the dialogue and everything like that was in Monster Hunter Wilds to this story. It's so much more complicated and good. Why didn't Istvan warn von Bergov?
Why did Istvan let you ambush von Bergov instead of telling him you were at Nebukov? If he's on his side.
Well, that's not so mysterious. It all happened so fast that he didn't have time to do anything. What's more, I kept everyone inside the fortress before the battle. For that precise reason. So no idiot would give us away. Although it's true he wanted to avoid that battle. He tried to talk me out of it. And now we know why. While we're on the subject of Istvan, I understand you have some history between you.
Oh, you have no idea. It's not a pleasant story. I don't want to talk about it. It's not a pleasant story.
It's a pretty ugly story. As Lord Capon said, he went marauding in our Sasau region. He seized Talmberg Castle, imprisoned my father, and stole his sword. And his commander, Markvart, killed my mother and stepfather while they were raising our village.
That's a long list.
Why did you attack us?
Well, I understand you were out to harm von Bergov. But why did you attack us, for God's sake?
We saw you meet up with his garrison. It looked like a friendly encounter, so we figured you were with von Bergov.
You killed all my men. They were good lads.
They were talking about the beginning of the game.
You killed my men. No, some of them were far from good.
War is a nasty business, Captain. What happened, happened. And it's a burden we all have to bear.
Tell that to Oates.
So they were talking about the very beginning of the game there where we were at the pond bathing and totally bathing and not trying to eavesdrop or spy on the ladies taking a bath. But they're talking about that attack that happened at the very beginning. Your men were about to commit the rar word. Do you know Catherine? Do you know Catherine? Yes, I want to know this.
Do you know Catherine?
Who?
The girl from by the pond, for whose sake you killed your own man.
No.
You killed your own man to protect a woman you don't know.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Nobody has tried anything of the sort since, so they got the message.
Boogie says you should play dice and see who's in charge. That is a great idea. Betcha I only roll 3s. Your men were about to commit the R word.
Yeah, war is a nasty business. Men kill each other, I get that. But your men wanted to rape innocent women.
Oh, it's out in the open now.
There at the pond.
Nobody raped anybody. I personally made sure of that.
It's not true. You should see what I did to your face.
That is true.
Sorry.
You killed one of your own.
Like I said, in my trade, you don't work with the best, but the worst. It's hard to keep them reined in sometimes, but I do my best, as you saw with your own eyes.
What do you do here, God? Or what are you doing here, Godman? Or how did you, Samin, come to join you? Let's try that one.
How did Semin come to join you?
Von Berghoff is a bad master, and you're not the only ones who don't like what Sigismund's doing in Bohemia. It wasn't hard finding allies who hate him. The same with the miller,
Right,
though he
Boogie?
had lots of other incentives as well. What actually happened to Samin?
Von Berghoff sent his men to take revenge on him. Both Jan and Olda are alive, but they had to flee. Henry and I helped them. It was a close shave. We burnt down the fortress to cover their escape.
You shouldn't be telling them this.
So Von Berghoff wouldn't suspect anything.
Just saying.
Oh, thank God for that, at least. They're good men. It would be a sad loss.
If there's one thing I can't figure out, it's how come you suddenly turned up here, Godwin?
Or would you rather I hadn't?
Certainly not. You came at just the right time. A positive godsend.
I have the feeling it wasn't God who sent you, but my guardian Hanush, eh?
He
Bingo.
dropped by to see me just as the bishop was kicking me out of my parish. He said you'd been gone suspiciously long, and I was wondering where I was going to live. So we made a deal that I'd go and check up on you.
That was a good idea, I must say.
I think so too. For a while, I was worried I'd have to take you home in sex.
What are we going to do now?
And sex?
We can't stay here. God knows what plots those fuckers are hatching right now. We should get ready to leave. Von Berghoff may have lost lots of men, but he won't take this lying down. Word will get out about his humiliation, and the League of Lords will come to his aid.
Where will we go?
I don't know yet.
Thank you, Boogie.
What about that Jobst of yours? Should you send word to him?
He's still somewhere in Brandenburg.
So the best thing would be for all of us to go back to Ratai. Wouldn't you like to join us, Zizka?
That sounds like a plan.
You see?
We're going back to
Oh.
Rattay?
And would you like me to take another look at your eye? An open wound is the last thing you want on a journey.
Is medicine another of your skills? On top of sword fighting, boozing, and preaching?
Giving the last rites isn't the only thing I can do for a fallen man. War is a good teacher.
All right, then. You could look at the bandage for a start. The stench bothers me more than the pain.
Oh.
Sorry about your eye.
You're lucky it was this one. It must be cursed. I almost lost it as a child already. And then you came along. Still, I have no one to blame for challenging you. I'm taking off my helmet.
The helmet.
I'll hand out orders and come and join you in the fort. Sir Hans can take you there.
I'll take you there. So we're going back to Rattay then? Boogie, thank you, by the way, for the whisper. I appreciate you, buddy.
Oh,
Oh, God. That doesn't sound good.
Shit! Don't worry. I'm sure it doesn't look half as bad as it feels.
I want to see it.
it started to fester. I'll have to clean that out.
Let me see it.
Just get it over with.
Just drinks right out of the jug. Looks perfectly fine, said authorities. The least that'd have been something, Rats, right? Rat says I'm waiting for him to look down and have his eyeball fall out. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bro. Damn. The fuck was that?
Will you survive?
With God's help.
That's not what I asked.
The wound isn't deep.
The finger of
As
God.
long as it doesn't fester, it'll be all right.
So, he won't go blind?
He won't lose his eye. What? He just needs to get a good night's sleep.
We all do. We're leaving early in the morning before von Bergov comes and kicks us out.
Can we help somehow?
Aye. Go to bed and no more fighting. And keep your hands off our Clara. Got it? But if you really want to be useful, you can help Bluster load the cart.
I think I know where we're most needed now. I'm going to need your help.
Leave me out of it. I'm still seeing stars from that bang to my head.
I'll be happy to help. What can I do?
We should say a few words for those who can no longer hear anything. And dig their graves.
Oh, damn.
Good day to you.
Manual labor. Awesome.
Thank God we managed to survive until evening.
You know what? Let's just come in here right away. Just gonna put on the old...
Least. Now it's
the
time
good
to
clothes.
go to those who were not so lucky.
At least they now have eternal peace from everything. And they don't have to choose a lesser evil.
I couldn't help overhearing you talking about that tragedy in Samin. Was that also the choice of a lesser of two evils?
About Samin, about... Yeah, we could go with this.
It's really a shame you didn't arrive earlier, Godwin.
Why? Do you think things would have turned out differently?
I don't know. Aldo was truly guilty, but to kill and to punish are two different things.
God gave us the power to punish. But we have to deal with our consciences ourselves. If you don't watch out, you'll end up drowning in all that spilt blood. Well, maybe all these hardships will be for the best in the end. Everything has a reason. In the end, we're the lucky ones. We're still alive, unlike others, eh?
Agree.
Some of them might have fallen even by my hand.
I understand. Trust me, it's all the same to them now. The best thing you can do for their souls, and yours, to find peace, is to dig graves for them. But enough of that.
Get out of the
We still
way.
have another burning question here.
Get out
Why
of here.
didn't von Berghoff come with you to the battle in person?
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me. Answer.
He was expecting an important visitor. Someone from Prague was supposed to be bringing this God's finger thing.
It's a delivery.
God's finger? What's that?
I have no idea. People were saying it might be a new castle bell.
A bell? We're here! Would you please take care
What?
of those poor wretches and lay them to rest? In the meantime, I'll pray for the salvation of their souls.
We're not going to continue that conversation? Wait, what? Why did you... Listen, soldier, you're about to get fucking punted right in the man cap, if you know what I'm talking about. Damn, should I fucking rob him? Pick up the body. The fuck? I know, right? Like, come on, bro. That's horrible. Oh, I gotta dig in everything here. Well, what do you mean there's not enough room? There's plenty of room. All right, start digging. Well, I'm glad I wore my good clothes for this, right? Maybe just for the time being, we should switch off of those.
Something to eat.
Oh, are we hungry too? There's so much that it's happened. Put that in your mouth hole. Here, let's get over stuff. We're gonna work it off anyways, right? MNAF, what is up? How are you? Says this is the most consistent problem in this game. Yeah, you aren't kidding. It happens quite a bit. I don't know how you have dialogue and then cut it off. Like the walk. If the walk isn't long enough, slow them down. Because you're already in that follow mode, you know. You still planning on playing Monster Hunter Wild? Said Salty Comedians. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna continue or not. Not sure, Salty. Probably, but definitely, I definitely want to finish this game. But I plan on it. Let's just put it that way. I plan on it, but we'll see. All right, drop them in. Bury engraved. It set it for a second. There it is. Nailed it. First try. Dump that shit on him. After quite a bit of arduous work, Rockitsauce has done it. Another body in a grave. And F his body. Get up here. There we go. We'll put you in this hole. I would like to get to the end game of Monster Hunter Wilds. Bury him. There we go. And take this.